I'm the best YouTuber ever. Really? I don't know about that. Good hello, welcome to the Onion Skin Show, where we chill for a bit with miscellaneous filler content and all that. Yeah, so good opportunity to grab a sketchbook and just kind of practice some drawing while you let this play in the background. An excuse to stop procrastinating practicing. So enjoy some of the banter that you missed through the last week and a bit's worth of streams, random animation questions and solutions, and whatever funny doodads that get made. I'll see you at the other end. Enjoy. Oddly calming. That's good. I've never had anyone compliment my voice to be oddly calming before. Because I gotta say that I've never really settled on any one presentation style, and I kind of go back and forth every now and then. So I'm not sure if I should focus on being more relaxed or more upbeat in energy, or even, like the cliche YouTuber always like, hey, what up guys? Welcome to a brand new video. Make sure to smash that like button. Give me a puke bucket. How do you do the rigging where the bones are on the outside? Envelope deformers, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I can definitely do a video on that. Don't forget the dubstep. Oh yeah, I should get like a 3D text reveal logo. Just the words onion skin flipping around obnoxiously and flipping through hue colors. Hang on. It's April in 3 days. Do I have time? I've been thinking of what to do for AprilFools stuff. Maybe I should just do a video in clear, like just do a regular tutorial, make it applicable, make it something you can actually learn from, but just do it in the style of a very stereotypical YouTube presenter. Yeah, dubstep opening, 3D flashing letters. Hey, what up guys? Onion skin. What up? Smash that like button. I'm trying to draw like a worm snake hybrid. Oh, here's a fun feature. Did you know if you press O on the keyboard and then drag left and right, you can change your brush size? Give the worm bones and do a mini animation. I could, but because I drew him so bent, it would be easier if I drew him straight. Tell you what, I do need to go finish the tutorial fairly soon, but I'll link this up. We'll see how much time there is to go, and I'll give myself maybe, like we're 13 minutes in now. Let's see how far I can get before the stream hits 60. At a lot of conventions and stuff, there's sometimes a Wacom booth and they've got different tablets on display that you can sort of try out. Sometimes they're even in shops. I'm not sure about the different brands. Wacom's got a pretty solid monopoly on this market. One of the crazy things about Wacom is how they have this technology which is pretty much sorcery. And they've always had it, like it's existed for over 10 years now. So back then it was even more mind-blowing than it is now, because it was well before the modern tablet era, it was before the multi-touch era. But the pens don't have a power source. They have power, if you unpack them, they've got a circuit board in there, but they don't require a battery, they're not corded to anything, they don't need to be recharged, they just work. Somehow, power is sent to these things through the air of the screen. It's insane. It must be magic. The pens slowly drain the souls of the artists to power them. Can you please draw that scene of an artist having their soul being ripped out through their Wacom pen? The Apple Pencil is good, but it needs to be charged. Yeah, right? And that's like a new technology. And people are like, oh, that's so cool. It's crazy good styles. It needs to be charged. Wacom pens have existed for decades, and they haven't even changed that much. The one I'm using right now, the Wacom pen I'm holding in my hands, I got in 2007. It is 10 years old this year, and it's still working just fine. My suggestion is for doing different types of hands on a rigged character. Explain, elaborate, tell me more. Actually, yes, happy birthday tablet. I think it's 10 years ago exactly. I'm pretty sure I got it in March 2007. How about that? With characters like Morty, would you draw a circle for his head, or would you use the circle shape tool? For a character like Morty, I would draw the circle. Like if you look at their eyes and stuff, they've got imperfections and wobble to them. Their style isn't perfectly clean, it is kind of raw. If you look at a show like Gumball, which is all about just pristine line work, that would have been using circle tools and stuff. I saw the nose bones tutorial and I grew curious of interchangeable hands on a character rig, like switching from one hand to another. Okay, yeah, that's a really simple suggestion. I can absolutely add that to the stack. In fact, I'm gonna write it down right now, so I don't forget. Oh, hang on, I should write your name down as well, so I can give you a shout out for the suggestion. Calamity Studios. Try and look for some style guides for different shows, and they'll say the different rules for stuff, and they can be incredibly in depth, right down to this is how an eye needs to blink. So I'm trying to think of a good example. Adventure Time. Adventure Time is a good example. It has like the way the arms bend, because they're kind of noodleish in a way. An Adventure Time arm will kind of bend like this, kind of like this. I'm still not exactly getting it right. Versus, you'll never see an Adventure Time arm like that. And they never bend in a full curve like that. You know, it still has an elbow. You know, it's a rounded one. Stuff like that. What? That's not what I wanted. The whole point of this trick is that when you remove the outside, it just leaves the inside again. Oh, right. Close gaps was off. Don't you dare crash. I'll lose my mind if you crash. Thank you. Check this out. It happens mostly with purple. For some reason, this tablet is really weird with purples and stuff. So I'm going to draw some of this. Okay, so that looks right, yeah? I'll take a screenshot of that. Now I'm just going to move my the window over to my other screen for a bit. I'm going to take a screenshot of it while it's over there. And now I'm going to open both of those windows. So you know this is exactly the same shade of color, right? All I did was take a screenshot when it was on two different monitors. Look, they're different. Why are they different? But one program where I can't wait to get into shape tweening is, well, Toons. Its shape tweening is insane. Really, really good. And I think Anime Studio Pro takes things even further again. And then displace one of the eyes just a bit. And we'll see how that looks. I think I'll put in that, just the slimy, squelchy sounds. Is this going to get deleted like the other YouTube streams? None of them get deleted. I remove them from the main video listing because I don't want it to get too cluttered. But there is a playlist. All of the streams are still there and they're all still viewable. Let's see what this does. You ready? Oh, it's actually working. Kind of. Look at the mouth. Hello. What's going on? It's good to see you. Come inside. How outdated is Toon Boom Animation Pro 3 compared to Harmony? Not very. It looks different, but pretty much all the features are there. In fact, Animation Pro 3 is probably my favorite out of the whole suite because you still get this. You have the node network in it. That is a big deal. Since the Harmony line started, you can only get the node network in the highest tier version of the program. Now, Animate Pro 3 wasn't the highest tier even at the time it came out, but it still had a node network. So that's awesome. You could get it for a decent price back in the day and get all the features you needed. Don't name your symbols poop names, as in like literally calling it poop, because it happened literally 2 days ago. I was showing Nick how to animate stuff and we kept calling all the layers, you know, poop 1, poop 2. I've known other people that keep calling things poop as well. We celebrated on the day he reached poop 500. What should he say? He needs to just have like one killer one-liner. That's probably better than just hello. So I have a question in regards to the program. I'm not familiar with animation programs. Animation in quotation marks. I learned old school pen and paper, pencil and flipping by hand. But what I want to know is, can I animate something by hand, scan the drawings into the program and color and play with the timing? Yes. Toon Boom is kind of built for that. I'm trying to remember if TV Paint's built with that in mind. I think a bit. Toons certainly is. But I'll show you some of the parts real quick because it's a very valid question. First things first, as far as mucking around with the scanned drawings once they're in there, there's certain vectorization properties, so you can turn your pencil drawings into vector art and then manipulate it around. Somewhere in these tools there's like a scan button, so you can open up that dialog box and customize the way it's done. But I think the feature that will mainly grab your interest, there's an Xsheet. All of the drawings are automatically named in the order that you draw them in, but you can go through and rename them whatever you want, so you can build up your asset libraries and stuff like that. And there's different types of columns that you can add. One of, I think, the most important for a traditional animator is the annotation column, because you can draw in it. Because you know how they kind of just become a chaotic mess after a while? So you can mark out your timing and your easing charts and all that in there and be like, oh, you know, this bit. So I think you'll have a good time with that. And it certainly eases the process from moving into a digital landscape. I should do the voice first, shouldn't I? I think I'll just make him say like, hello there. That'll do. That'll do. That's enough. Isn't it? Alright. This is gonna be deliberately bad. So please don't judge me on the quality of this mouth movement. It's meant to look like it was just thrown together in 2 seconds. So I guess the best way to do it is to literally just throw it together in 2 seconds. Like, I should solve it. Done. Alright, you asked for it to be animated, and I did it. You happy now? It's funny, because I put probably as much time into animating this thing as I did the Snok for the actual tutorial. So there's pretty much 2 characters here now. Maybe I should make them fight. I swear someone could turn that animation into a meme. Hey, if I end up getting a meme, I'll be over the frickin' moon. Almost like a rite of passage. You know you've made it on the internet when people are making memes about you. That's the end. Thank you for coming by. If you want to get amongst it all and hang out in some of these streams, there's not really a proper schedule for it. Best way to be notified is to hit that little bell thing, and then you should get a notification whenever I come online. It'll be great to see you there. It's super chill, it's really relaxed. Probably the best way for me to get to know some of you as individuals, which is always a special treat. So until then, have some fun, and I'll hope to see you in the next one.